Alright, everybody, settle down, settle down.
Thank you all for coming out tonight. I appreciate it a lot. Thanks. Yeah. Hello, my name is Roxy, and my story is somewhat unique and calls for a different kind of introduction. It all started with a chimpanzee and a doorstep. Now, remember that old cliche our parents used to passively explain to us when we ask them where babies come from? You know, back in the olden days where storks would drop us off on the doorstep before there was FedEx. Well, ironically, it's somewhat true in my case, only instead of a stork, I was shipped via chimp. They don't make these things like they used to, I tell you. Redo. It was the month of July when my mother went into early labor at the Portland Zoo. When she realized that her water broke, she scrambled frantically trying to find the first person with a cell phone to call an ambulance. And coincidentally enough, the first person that she asked was a delivery nurse. The nurse immediately took initiative to examine my mother and quickly concluded that there wasn't enough time to get her to the nearest hospital and she would have to give birth at the local zoo. It was a suspiciously quick delivery that was captured by newscasters that were filming the grand opening of the new primate exhibit. The zookeeper was so distracted by her surroundings that she neglected to lock the chimpanzee cages after feeding them. It wasn't long before one escaped and snatched me from my mother's arms, as well as her wallet, and ran out the main entrance. They sent search parties to look for me, and pretty soon it had been 24 hours that I had been missing. Where'd you... Oh. Anyways, the chimp carried me throughout the surrounding neighborhoods, and we stopped and peered into a window that was playing the Channel 8 news. The chimp observed as my mother was being interviewed and said how she was worried sick, and anyone who should see a chimp carrying a child to contact her immediately. I can well imagine that after seeing that, the chimp was feeling quite guilty. The chimp looked throughout the wallet and to find my mother's driver's license and made the noble decision to return me to the address stamped on the card. Before night, I was returned to my mother's doorstep. The chimp kept the wallet. That's all my past, though. Right now, I'm focusing on getting my degree in fire science. I currently work for a German Nazi as a caregiver. She doesn't mind that I'm a Jew. My short-term goals in the next 6 months is to finish my degree and look for a job in a firehouse. In 1 year, I hope to have my own house and to be able to pay rent consistently. In 3 years, I hope to be married and maybe even adopt kids and have a family pet. Probably not a chimp, though. 20 years down the road is really hard to imagine where I want to be, but I certainly know that I will have saved up enough money for cosmetic surgery and a facelift. To conclude my speech, I want to thank you all for coming out tonight. Thank you so much. Stay classy and good night. All right.
Best speech ever!